Hey everyone, it's Jason. So today we're gonna check out the Marvel vs. System two-player game, the MCU Heroes small box. So we had the big box, which is the MCU battles, which had heroes and villains. Gave you kind of a core set if you want to play as the cinematic universe. This one's just focusing on the heroes. This is issue number 5 of the Earth 199 set. Volume number 5 is the this is part 2 in the 3-part series. Number 6 will be the villains. So this set just has heroes. Next set just has villains. If you're only looking for some reason to expand one half of your universe. Alright, let's just hop in and see what we got here. So of course we have the little booklet, which will go through everything, explaining how the game works and all that. There are issues and arcs. So the new universe, so it says, basically saying here is, when you mix decks, you can't mix cards from the MCU with other cards, including your main characters. Easy to tell the difference, since the MCU cards have images from the movies and other works, feature drawing or painted artwork, but you can still play them against each other. So if you're They say you're basically not supposed to mix and match the movie or TV stuff, the photographic universe with the illustrated stuff. Now, if you're playing by yourself, casually at home, do whatever you want. It's your game. But if you ever tend to play with other people, you might go to tournaments or game stores or whatever and play. Then you might not want to because those people might be like, "Hey, I don't mix my games together. The rules said not to." But yeah, that's up to you guys. Alright, so we're going to start with our first hero. We have Ant-Man, who has Shrink. When Ant-Man gets attacked for the first time each combat, you may cancel that combat. I got something big. Ant-Man gains an XP. But I can't hold it for long. You can level up once. He's a 1-1. He's not strong, but you have to pay a green strength to level him up. But then he jumps up to Ant-Man. Does anyone have orange slices? At the start of your build phase, Ant-Man becomes a level 1-1. He becomes a 20-20. So it's kind of a neat ability, but like I said in the MCU Battles Big Box set, these characters are really neat, but because they're from the movies and there's specific moments or little screen times you're trying to do, they are a lot more like specialized abilities that maybe the comic book versions don't have. Something like this, where I have to pay a thing to do this special thing. Oh, this is really cool. It kind of like relives the movie moment. But it's going to make playing the game a little bit harder because now every time I want to be able to effectively use Ant-Man, I have to have that green thing. Since you only start with you can only have 4 basic locations in your deck plus a special. That means essentially you could have like 5 different locations. So you only use this like 5 times, and then basically he's stuck as Ant-Man. So that's just kind of a thing to remember. We have Black Panther here. Sorry about that. We have Black Panther. He has Pounce. When Black Panther is attacking an exhausted character, it can't strike back at him. And then Warrior and King, level up 4. When Black Panther attacks, he gains 1 XP for each character he's protecting, so he'll level up fairly quickly. Then he becomes level 2, Vibranium Weave Suit. Pay a green. If Black Panther is defending, he can't be struck this turn. So fairly straightforward for him. We have Doctor Strange, Sling Ring. Search your deck for a basic location, reveal it, and put it into your hand. And then teach me. When you play your first plot twist each turn, if you also play a location and a character that turn, Doctor Strange gains an XP. So he has to, play 3 cards each turn to gain XP. So it's going to take him a little bit to level up. But once he does, he keeps his Sling Ring, but he gains Dormammu. I've come to bargain. Pay those 3 colors and then take an extra turn after this one. It's definitely funny just to play this Time Stone. we're going to get Scarlet Witch, neuroelectric interfacing, telekinesis, mental manipulation. Pay a blue. Look at the enemy player's hand and choose any number of characters there. That player shuffles them into their deck and then draw that many cards. And she has terrible loss. When another character on your side gets stunned on an enemy player's turn, Scarlet Witch gains an XP. Basically, you gotta take some damage. But is it worth it? She keeps her first ability, and her second one is Everybody's Afraid of Something. She's an enemy character for the rest of the game. It and a character with the same name can't attack Scarlet Witch. She can basically keep shutting down your opponent's characters. Then we have the Vision. There's grace in their failings. Choose a character in your KO pile and shuffle copies of it into your deck to draw that many cards. And then it is a privilege to be among them. At the end of your turn, Vision gains 1 XP for each supporting character on all sides. So depending on how quick the game is going, depends on how fast he levels up. And then he has, it is as I said, catastrophic. When a supporting character attacks another supporting character, they stun each other. So these are our main characters. We get a couple of fun new characters to play as. I think these decks are also getting more brand new main characters than you would in a illustrated one, just because I don't think they originally planned on doing so many more of these decks. So it's kind of like, we gotta try and get as many characters as we can. Alright, and we have our supporting characters, which we'll have 4 copies of unless otherwise noted. So I'm not going to keep showing off all 4 of them. But we have Ant-Man. You're going to have to take this to the shop. When Ant-Man appears, put 2 -1/-1 counters on enemy main character. We have the Ancient One. Death is what gives life meaning. Other supporting characters on your side have +1 health. Phil Coulson. How could we forget about good old Phil? They need someone to avenge. At the start of your build phase, if Phil is in your KO pile, remove him from the game. Then put a +1/+1 counter on any number of characters on your side. Black Panther. Characters with range can't strike Black Panther, even in melee combat. Hawkeye. So I don't know how we didn't get a Hawkeye in the base game. I see better from a distance. When Hawkeye strikes a character, a ranged character attacks his combat, stun that character. Doctor Strange. Astral Projection. Look at the enemy player's hand. You may play any more recruit points. That player discards each character in their hand with that cost. Quicksilver. He's fast. Enemy players can't use superpowers, play plot twists, or power up characters this combat. Scarlet Witch. She's weird. Pay a blue and a green, removing XP from a main character. If they have none, reduce their level to 1 by 1 instead, and they gain XP equal to 1 less than their level up number. That is a fun ability, basically. You can keep depowering people, and since some of these abilities, especially in this one, take a lot to level up, that could really mess with some of these people. Like, oh, I have to spend 5 powers to level up. Uh-oh. You know, also now I don't get to do that anymore. Because maybe you don't have enough resources to level up a second time or a third time. We have Vision. Well, I was boring yesterday. When Vision appears, he gets -7/-7 till the start of your next turn. So it comes in as a 7/7, and then he goes up to 14/14 afterwards. We have Odin. You are unworthy of your title. Each enemy's main character's base attack is 1/1. That's really fun. We get 1 copy of Christine Palmer, who works as a bonus to Doctor Strange. I've never seen a wound like this. At the start of your main phase, you may heal a wound from a main character on your side named Doctor Strange. I like these little support characters they did with this. It worked basically, if you get them, they boost up your main characters. It's just kind of sad they didn't give one for each character. And our final hero card and hero card of the deck is Suit Up, which is a plot twist. Which in the original one, all the hero ones were combat ones. So it's kind of nice to get a non-combat. It says, choose a character on your side, you get +2 attack, flying, and range this turn. So that could definitely be super fun there. I just want to see something here. Yeah. I just wanted to point this out. So in the base one, this is from the base set. Captain America says, no, not that one. His level 2 ability, sorry. Says, assemble a team. If Black Widow, Hawkeye, Hulk, Iron Man, and Thor are on your side, you win the game. Just realize, Hawkeye's not in the base game. So you have to buy the second set if you want to use this ability. You can get a Black Widow supporting character. There's Hulk, Iron Man, and Thor supporting characters. But there is no Hawkeye supporting character in the base game. So you can't even win with Captain America's special ability until you buy this second set. So it's kind of crazy to think about, right? So that's our different thing. There is our deck list again, if you're just curious on what was in there. There was a bunch of little extra rules, but I think most of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. There's 2 for Black Panther, 1 for Coulson. Sometimes these rules have a little bit trickiness to them. I think this one was perfectly fine. So we went through that fairly quick. But yeah, that's our second one, our MCU Heroes. And like I said in the big box set, they have expanded this because they have another small arc of small boxes, which cover 3 more boxes to cover some more stuff from after Age of Ultron, all the way up through, I think, Infinity Wars. I don't think it included Endgame at the time. And then they are also releasing the Disney Plus series, which is like WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Loki. Plus they have a Spider-Man set. There's plenty of other things they're going to keep going with this. Not super often, maybe like 1 set a year. Or 1 set every other year, so which is perfectly fine. But yeah, the fact that you're going to keep going on this definitely makes these worth picking up now. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Bye.